Imagine reporting your adult son missing to the police, and then 7 months later, you find out that the police unalived him and buried him without you knowing. That is what this woman right here had to go through. Her name is Dexter Wade, and I feel like everyone should know about this story. This man right there, his name is Dexter Wade, and this is his 2 daughters, Janelle and Jocelyn. So here's the full story. So March 5th was the last time that she seen her son. She said he left home with a friend. So when Dexter left his house, he was fatally hit by an officer-driven SUV while walking across the Interstate 55 in Jackson, Mississippi. Now it says here that he was identified and that they was going to contact his mom, give her all the information, but she said that she never received that information. Now she said after her son left the house, days passed without hearing from him. So on March 15th, she decided to call the Jackson Police Department to report him missing. Now she was skeptical at first about calling the police because she didn't trust them, because in 2019, her 62-year-old brother died after a police officer slammed him on the ground. And her mom even really didn't want her to call the police either because of this. Now she said her mom told her that they're not going to do anything, but she felt like she had to do something to find her son. So an investigator came to her house and took a statement from her. She emailed a picture of Dexter to the investigator, and then he left a card with a case number. And then 2 days later, she emailed a different investigator with another photo of her son. And the original investigator filed an incident report that misspelled his name as Dexter instead of Dexter. But she still kept in regular touch with the police and always asked for updates and requesting that they put his picture on TV. She did her own searches as well. She would check abandoned homes, drive around the neighborhood, and asking anyone if they seen him. And she actually never found the friend who left home with him as well. And now after he was missing for a while, it says that, his daughters and their mother, they started to get, frantic over not seeing him for a while. And one of Betterson's close friends said that she called someone every week and always asked about her child. And they said that she couldn't get off her mind. She was basically crazy about her son. And every time she called, the police told her that they had no information. But obviously it turned out that the police, they always had the answers all along. So it says here on March 15th, the day after that she reported him missing, she followed up with the police for updates, and they said no Ken has been located as of yet. Now, this officer, his name is Elliot. So if you go back just a little bit, it says an investigator from Hinds County Coroner offices responded to the scene. They didn't find any identification on Dexter's body, but after examining him, they found a prescription bottle with his name on it. So prescription meds with his name on it. And then 3 days later, on March 8th, the investigator, Elliot, contacted the medical facility. It says that he called the number listed for his mom, and then he left a voicemail, but he got no response. But she doesn't remember receiving a call from him. Now it says that they confirmed his identification on March 9th when his fingerprints matched. But on March 15th, he wrote in his notes, no Ken has been located as of yet. Mind you, this is after she reported him missing. Then, he made a follow-up call on March 30th and was told that nothing was new. Then the following day, the coroner's office asked the Hinds County Board supervisor for approval to bury his remains. Now, as the request was being filed, she was posting her son on Facebook still. She posted, has anyone saw my son? Please call his mother. May 7th, she posted on Facebook again. 2 days after that, then she called the police again for an update, and they said that there was no update. Tried again in June and got the same response. Then on June 18th, which was Father's Day, you can read what she posted on Father's Day. And then on July 14th, with no one claiming his body, they actually buried him, and among all the other unclaimed bodies. Now this is what she wrote on July 16th after they already buried his body without her knowing. His mom actually found Elliot, and when she found him, he told her that he already knew. He knew his name since day one, since he passed. So obviously this really hurt his daughters and their mother. Now she feels like she just wants answers of what happened. It took for a new investigator for her to figure out what happened to her. This is when she finally saw her son's gravesite. She had to pay the coroner's office a $250 fee to claim his body. And it took her 7 more weeks to figure out where he was buried and how to find him. Now this just makes me even more mad, the fact that they had this, and it took them so long to give her any information. So they know everything. They got all the information, how everything went down, but they just failed to give any other information to her. Or they claim to have given it to her already, but she just somehow never was able to get in contact with. I don't know exactly what's going on with this case, but I just know that he definitely didn't deserve this. I would never wish that on anybody.